EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position. To start as the return is past the 40.
Ready? Check. Ready.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. Now they'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Ready, go!
On third and short, they go with Blue. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down to the 45-yard line.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
Here we go.
Lou going to get it again here on first down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Hold it ready.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
18, pop hiking, 18. Dragon 60. Ready.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
On the jump.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready.
On the RPO, pass taken by McMillan. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They run straight ahead with blue. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Panthers. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. The extra point, up and good. Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. So before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, go!
They'll run it for the first time. Bijan Robinson. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lions. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcats. 6.
Back to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's going to be third. They need one. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there.
Ready! Top 19, Panther 60, Panther 30.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
79 Broncos.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 Warriors, Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Red, Chap 60, Chap 60.
They'll look to throw. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tag! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer.
Back to the air one more time. Quickly to the outside and complete. Down to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. When I can put you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to you right now. Oh my God.
Okay, ready.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Again, it's Blue. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Come on. Set. Ready.
On the handoff, Blue. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's complete to Blue. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard.
On second down, Blue. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's a gain of a yard.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Carolina. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. The PAT up and good. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Lightning, 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Trying to start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, Scott. 70 Lions. Cougar 19. Check out.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Go street. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Steady.
He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Falcons send their punting unit out as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Here we go. Here we go. 6, go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Blue. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, they'll go with Blue. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. James Pierce in on the tackle.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Get it. Lightning 8. 70 Lions. Warrior 70. Get it.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Panthers 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Ready. Count. No.
This is Blue. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. The kicking team off for the extra point. He gets it to go. Panthers will take a 21-7 lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tag. Cougar 19. 18.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go. Check. Hurt. Leading.
They run over center with Robinson. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Open man, right side. He's got it.
13 yards on the
It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Stephanie! Panthers 79 Broncos! Dragon 60! Say, hurt! Cub 19! Cub 19! Ready?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And 9.
Panther 60! Panther 60! Ready?
We'll try to get this one on the ground. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! Buffalo 18! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bob! Ready?
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Let's go! Go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A carry now for Brooks. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Riz, Icatina, Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia, going against Glizzy.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Watch the twist.
Let go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. In motion, it's Waddle. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is caught left side by Waddle. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
McMillan, the man in motion.
60 Bison.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Ready?
First and goal, Carolina.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Set.
In motion, it's Waddle.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. That's ready.
Back to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
The tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
19.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll throw out of the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Panthers' 30-yard line.
7 Pirates, Warriors 70. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
18. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal.
Panther 60,
First and
Panther
goal
60.
at the 9-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lion. Ready,
He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Extra point by Little is good. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit.
Falcons 14.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 71 Warriors, 70.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one swung out to Blue. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Lightning 18.
In motion goes Dobbs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Now screen set up for Blue. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
19 tight. 19.
He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
11-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Deputy Lion. Cougar 19.
They'll begin here on the ground. Accelerating toward midfield. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 89 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Falcons 21.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. Finding room at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Ready.
line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Second and 10.
Come on.
In motion goes Dobbs.
Cowboy 80.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Go. 60 Eagles.
Again, here comes Blue. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
19. Top 19. Cup 19. Street.
Hey, that's your man. That's your man.
Rig alert. Rig alert.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Mustang 19. Hey.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Talk things over before third down.
On the set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Rig. Hurt. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now from the gun. That's complete to Blue. Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Panthers. The extra point is good. And the Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up
60 Eagles.
28-yard line.
70 Rangers.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Trap 60.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. It's a gain of 10, and they'll get a fresh set of downs. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Here we go. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
Back to the air one more time. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Track. 19 Tiger. 19. Check. Mustang 19. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go check. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
Warriors
Panthers'
70.
28-yard
Trap
line.
60. Trap 60. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
70 Timberwolf. Riggs. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
70 Timberwolf.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Broncos.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Falcons. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Blue. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
No read. Check smash. Check.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. No problem there on the extra point. Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Stop. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
68, trap 60, trap 60, 19 Lions, 18 Warriors, 70.
They'll look to throw yet again. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 6.
At the 38-yard
Seven
line.
Pirates, 18 Pioneer.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in, and it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Packers 50,
3rd and
Packers
1.
50.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
So they keep it simple, only a yard to go. Keep it on the ground, trust in your running back, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Okay, ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Get it? 60 Matt, Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Game on. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Falcons will cut the deficit to 7.
Falcons 35. Cam Little to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
In motion, it's Waddle.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll run with Blue. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver might ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Drop 60, drop 60. Ready.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the Panthers first down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Ready. Viking 18. Steady.
Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Ready.
In motion, it's Waddle.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Blue. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Bracco 80.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Another try with Brooks. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.